Hey, I'm Austin Mahone. I just dropped my brand new single, Dancing With Nobody, and today I'm with BuzzFeed talking about all of my firsts. So, here we go. First song I wrote, I can't even remember it, but it was probably terrible. First celebrity crush, I would say First and Forever, always Riri. She's the best. First kiss, my first kiss was when I was 13 years old. And I was at my crush's birthday party, and we were in her swimming pool, just having fun, splashing around, and the next thing I know, she pulls me underwater, plants one on me, and then pushes me back up. And I don't know what happened, but it was magical. First celebrity that I met? I can't remember the first celebrity that I ever met, but I can recall the first time that I was ever really starstruck. And I would say that would be when I met my childhood hero, George Strait, in Las Vegas. And I had just turned 21, so it was kind of like a 21 Vegas party for me. My mom was there. She took me to the George Strait concert, and I got to share a shot with George from his new liquor that he just came out with. So that's definitely a moment that I will never, ever forget. And I definitely embarrassed myself that day because being a countryman myself, the right way to greet another countryman is a firm handshake, but I just went for the hug. First time someone recognized me in public, I think it was probably at North Star Mall in San Antonio, because when I was just getting my start, me and my boy AC would fill up our backpacks with flyers that we had made at home, telling people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we would just fill our backpacks up and just go to the mall and just dump all the flyers out, like in stores and like at the food court. And so I think that was probably like the first time that someone was like, "Hey, wait, are you that kid that just dropped this flyer on the ground? I know you." The first time you heard someone use the word Mahone, I said it first. I came up with it, so I was like, what should our fans be named? Everybody has a fan base and they have a cool name. What am I gonna name mine? Mahone, Mahomie. It kind of just came to me. And then my boy AC was like, Mahomie, that's genius. And then it just stuck from there. First big date. I never really went on a lot of dates growing up, so I think my first date was actually planned by a magazine when I was like 14, 15. And they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna go on a date with a lucky fan that gets, that chance to win. So I was like, all right, cool. We went to some Italian restaurant, and it was a great dinner, it was a great date, and I think that was my first big date, really. Shout out Claudia. First breakup. My first breakup was tough. I fled the country. First CD you ever bought. My first album that I ever bought was a Rascal Flatts CD called Me and My Gang, and I remember going to Barnes & Noble to pick it up, and that was like my first time really figuring out that they sell music at Barnes & Noble. I thought it was just all books, but then I came across a CD. Rascal Flatts, I know them, I like them, so that was my first CD. The first time you realized you wanted to pursue a music career. After I got my channel started and it was just going pretty quickly, and I was getting a lot of views, a lot of subscribers. I was getting flown out to my fans' houses just to do a birthday party for them or just to hang out. So once I started really traveling and going places with my music, I was like, all right, this is definitely something. I gotta see how far I can take this. So I was probably around 14, 15. First musical inspiration, I would say my first musical inspiration would be George Strait, who I mentioned earlier. So I grew up in San Antonio, Texas, also where George Strait is from. And growing up, that's all I heard in the car, in the house, on the street, on the radio. So he's definitely my biggest musical inspiration, and I definitely embarrassed myself when I met him.